Hi everyone, welcome back to another watercolor tutorial. Today I'm excited to show you how to paint a caladium leaf step by step. Caladium is that cool tropical plant you've probably spotted in gardens. Those adorable heart-shaped leaves with all the incredible colors. They're like little works of art, splashed with greens, pinks, reds, and whites. Today we're focusing on one with a vibrant pink center. Here is a photo I took for reference. For this painting, I'm using just 3 colors: sap green from Daniel Smith for the base, quinacridone magenta from Daniel Smith, and opera from Hoban for the pink tones. The outline is super simple. You can easily draw your own heart-shaped leaf, or if you prefer, you can trace my outline, which I've linked in the description below. Alright, let's grab our brushes and get started. First, I'm laying down the base color. I'm mixing sap green with a lot of water to get a super light green, then using that to cover the entire leaf. While the base layer is still wet, I'm switching to the wet on wet technique and dropping in some hot pink in the center. I'm using opera for this. It's a very vibrant pink, so make sure to add plenty of water to keep it nice and diluted. As your brush touches the wet surface, you'll see the pink start to spread, creating a lovely transition. I like to drop a bit more opera in the center to create a soft gradient. Now moving quickly while the base is still wet. I'm picking up some more concentrated sap green and painting along the leaf's edges. The green will start to move toward the center while keeping the outer edges nice and clean. That is because watercolor only travels on wet surfaces, so the dry outer edges stay untouched. If your base starts to dry out, you can use a damp brush to help push the color toward the center. But if everything is already dry, including the pink, you'll need to re-wet the surface with clean water to prepare for more wet-on-wet painting. Once the leaf is completely dry, we're ready to add some details. I'm mixing quinacridone magenta with a touch of opera to brighten it up. Keep your paint moist and start drawing the center wings. I don't want the wings to look too sharp, so after I draw them, while they're still wet, I'm using a clean damp brush to blend the lines. Make sure to keep rinsing your brush to keep it clean and dab it on a paper towel to avoid too much water. Finally, I use the pink color to emphasize some lines in the center and let it dry. Now I'm switching back to sap green to add more details along the leaf's edges. I'm using a more concentrated green to define the outline and add veins that connect to the pink lines. I'm only working on the left side first, so I don't accidentally smudge the right side. If you're left-handed, it's probably better to start on the right. Then I'm adding a little water to tone down the sap green and using the tip of my brush to draw small veins along the edges, just tiny short random lines. It takes a bit time to get the texture right, but try not to overdo it. For the right side, just repeat the steps, take your time and enjoy the process, and don't overthink it. At the end, I like to do some final touches, fixing little details here and there. If you have a reference photo, take a look and see if there's anything you can tweak. And there you have it, a beautiful caladium leaf. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Leaves are one of my favorite things to paint. They're simpler than flowers or animals, but there are so many types with different shapes, colors, and textures. I'm planning to do more leaf tutorials in the future, so let me know what you think. And tell me what plants or leaves that you'd like to see painted next. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more watercolor videos. Thank you so much for watching, and happy painting!